People who like Andrew Tate, why? Story 1. I like him because he lets me know I'm on the right path as far as the way I live my life, the way I am raising my children. It's pretty simple. If the way I'm doing things is the exact opposite of what he preaches, I know I'm doing it right. Story 2. Because there is a large chunk of men, and a minority of women, that feel left out and ignored by the rest of society, so they start by dipping their toes in these ideas until they fall further down the rabbit hole. Others are people that hold on to traditionalist values and don't want the world to progress the way it does, hence it becomes a community for them as well. And a few are just contrarian thinkers and are drawn to anything that seems edgy and unpopular, for the sake of it being edgy and unpopular. Story 3. I like his message about having to work on yourself in order to reach your goals. His message at first was just how masculinity isn't a bad trait and you shouldn't be ashamed to want it. I like how he promotes martial arts and fitness, and when he allegedly got cancelled by social media that made many people question why his thoughts in party color were deemed so controversial to warrant a ban, which for the most part were just old macho man views that most old folks would share. He is also not afraid to talk about the tricks that rich people like him use in order to not pay taxes and keep getting richer, which is a breath of fresh air and informative. Having said that, he also preyed on lonely young men and literal kids who aspired to be like him by making them subscribe to his site BS, which was supposed to make them rich but is actually a pyramid scheme. They are encouraged to spam videos of him everywhere and they are very vocal on YouTube comments section. It's a very scammy business model and many people fall for it. Also, his views on women are sexist and his view on men that don't aspire to be rich and famous is very idiotic as well. Basically, in his mind you either aspire to be like him or you are a lesser man. He got rich by exploiting these young men and before that by running a promotion agency for women who do chemsex work, taking a cut from their profit, which isn't that bad, is basically what most OnlyFans creators do nowadays, get an agency to help them promote their content for a cut of the profits, but this is not something most honest men would be willing to do to achieve financial success. Looking forward to see what comes out of these allegations. I hope they get him for a long time and he disappears for a while and some other content creator who shares his views on masculinity and fitness comes along without the additional baggage of being an idiot with too much money for his own good, sexist and a scammer. Story 4. I'd imagine it's because he's a self-made man that pretends not to take shit from people. I imagine single people slaving away at a shitty job all day look at him and think, look how successful and happy he is, he must have it all figured out. His ideology praises strength, bravery, and intuition. It bolsters self-confidence and self-worth, something many today lack. Unfortunately, his ideology is only skin-deep and doesn't hold up to much scrutiny. His self-worth is hollow and he raises up the wrong type of masculinity. Story 5. I have no idea how this guy became so famous overnight. I never even heard of him until he started getting banned from different social media platforms. Story 6. His boldness has been empowering to some. He is extreme and extreme people who oversimplify complex social problems can be easy to follow. Story 7. I love how his Greta clapback video got 20 million likes or something but only 2 people in the comments here have the balls to admit they like this guy. I guess enjoying toxic men is only something guys do anonymously, which means they know, on some level, what he really is. Story 8. There are numerous motivational videos compiled of him on YouTube, giving young men good advice not to be lazy, that if you want to achieve anything in life get off your ass and apply yourself, in the gym, at your job, in your relationship. Encouraging young men to be accountable, to be better. Not to be bitter towards your ex if you get dumped, to improve yourself, to become someone desirable and so on. But everyone just focuses on his trolling videos and all that goes out the window and he's an evil racist misogynist homophobe and the rest of the buzzwords.